Okay, so good day. Our last chapter in the midterm period of Introduction to Agribusiness is the management functions in agribusiness. So dito, when we say management or when we say agribusiness, it's everything that happens from the farm input to the fork on the plate. So, pero ano yung nagda-drive dito sa sector na to, sa agribusiness? What makes an agribusiness succeed or fail? Ang sagot natin dyan is management. So, ngayon, we are going to explore ano ba yung four essential functions that every single manager in the agribusiness world, whether they're running a massive grain company or a small organic farm, ano ba yung dapat nilang ma-master? So, ang goal natin by the end of this session is for you to understand how itong apat na function na to are applied uniquely in agriculture. Okay. So, let's have this definition of the management. So, sabi dito, um, ang goal ng farmers natin, di ba, is an efficient and effective handling of farm business. So, magsa-start tayo dito sa most basic level, which is the farmer. So, for any farm business, para mag-survive ito, para mag-grow ito, ang goal nila is simply maging efficient and maging effective ang pag-handle nila ng kanilang business. So, hindi lang sila about growing yung mga crops, mag-raise ng mga healthy na livestock, but also about minimizing the waste and maximizing yung yield and para makagawa sila ng profit. So, when we say efficient or efficiency, it is all about doing things right. So, yung tamang pamamaraan ng paggawa ng mga bagay-bagay. Ibig sabihin, gumagamit tayo dito ng konting resources para makakuha ng output. While, when we say effective or effectiveness, it's all about doing the right thing. Ginagawa natin yung tamang gawin. So, ibig sabihin, marunong tayo magpumili ng tamang crop, marunong tayo pumili ng tamang market, and marunong din tayo ng tamang oras para ibenta yung ating mga produce. So, for the next point, we have here, traditionally, management is conceptualized as to getting things done through other people. So, the way we think about management, ito ay nag-evolve na significantly, especially sa agriculture. So traditionally, yung management daw, it is conceptualized as to getting things done through other people. So yung traditional view na to ng management is very simple. Sabi lang dito, management is about supervision, about delegation. So kunwari sa small farm, pwedeng yung farmer, pwedeng sinasabihan niya lang yung mga tauhan niya, ano yung ipa-plant, saan magpa-plant. So, basically, nakafocus lang sa labor. Ayan. So, however, in the modern view, it covers the wide range of business-related activities and considered as a process, activity, a discipline, and an effort to control and direct individual and group towards achieving goals of the business. So, ito yung modern view naman ng agribusiness or ng management, I mean. So, kunwari, nagmamanage tayo ng modern na agribusiness, hindi lang tayo nagmamanage ng tao tulad nung sinabi dito sa traditional definition of management. So, in the modern management of agribusiness, we are not just managing the people. Instead, nagmamanage tayo ng sistema. Nagmamanage tayo ng pera. Nagmamanage tayo ng risk. Nagmamanage tayo ng data, ng mga technology. So, yung management, it's a continuous process na nag-i-integrate lahat ng mga business-related activities. Simula sa pag-secure ng mga pera, hanggang sa pag-adapt ng new technology, pag-forecast ng mga demand, lahat to achieve the business goal. So, that is the modern view of management. Now, we also have here, now na we already understand management as a process, punta naman tayo dun sa mga actions na nagde-define sa performance ng isang manager. So, ang responsibilidad ng isang agribusiness manager, it is far more complex than just overseeing daily operations. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang yun yung simpleng pag-check ng mga daily operation, pag-perform ng mga daily operation, but instead, they are strategic. Ibig sabihin, nagsa-strategize sila. That is their responsibility para sa future ng firm nila. So, meron tayo ditong list of 7 crucial tasks na ginagawa ng ating mga agribusiness managers, or ito yung tinatawag natin strategic pillars na nagdedetermine whether yung agribusiness is magsa-survive or magta-thrive siya. Okay. Now, let's break down itong let's focus on this different tasks of a manager. So, first one is providing purposeful direction to the firm. So, ito yung tinatawag nating vision. So, ibig sabihin, nagsiset tayo ng mission and ng mga long-term goals. So, yung managers, nagsiset siya ng mission and long-term goals. Kung, let's say, for example, sila yung pwedeng isipin nila or iset nila na mag-shift sila sa sustainable organic production kesa dun, rather than staying sa conventional farming. Ayan. So, yun yung mga pwedeng gawin ng isang manager, to set a mission, a goal for the business. And also, another is to manage survival and growth. So, yung manager, they must balance yung short-term profitability or yung profitability nila or the survival with their long-term expansion. So, dapat nababalanse nila na hindi lang sila profit ng profit, but also they have a development in mind or expansion na naiisip for their business. So, example, pwedeng yung profit na makuha nila, gamitin nila yun to invest in a more efficient equipment. So, pwede silang mag-avail ng equipment, ng machineries or technology that can help in the improvement of their business. Another here is maintaining farms efficiency. So, ito naman is naka-relate directly dun sa previous discussion natin dun sa sinabi natin na constantly seeking ways para makaproduce ng maraming output with the same fewer input. So, sabi dito, efficiency, di ba sabi natin, to maximize the output while minimizing the input. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga manager natin, they can implement different types of a modern approach to agriculture. Kunwari, gagamit or magre-recycle ng water from rainfall, gagamitin for irrigation. Ayun. So, dapat efficient ang farm na yun yung goal ng isang manager, to maintain efficiency in the farm. Another is meeting the challenge of increasing competition. So, syempre, as a manager, you have to already think that there will be competition. So, especially if yung agribusiness mo is a successful one, you will be facing a competition and rather a bigger or let's say a global competition. So, as a manager, you must find or kailangan mong mahanap yung competitive advantage ng firm mo. So, later on in the discussion of your other courses dito sa BS Agribusiness, maintindihan natin ano ba yung sinasabi ni ma'am na competitive advantage. So, example nun is you are going to develop a unique brand or identity para talagang you will overpower your competition. Ayan. And then we also have here the number 5, managing for innovation. So, as a farmer, innovation is essential. Kailangan siya para ma-overcome yung natural limitations. So, pwede kayong mag-adapt ng new animal health techniques, pwede kayong mag-explore ng iba't ibang alternative crops. So, yun yung mga pwedeng gawing gawin or task ng isang manager. And then sixth, we have here coping with growing technological sophistication. So, anong meaning natin nito? So, ibig sabihin, the manager must make sure that they are nakakasabay sila dun sa mga modern technologies tulad ng mga drones, the sensors, yung mga big data, and even yung mga automated machineries. Okay. And then, pero syempre, dapat as a manager, hindi lang para mag-adapt ng mga technology, pero dapat alam din ng isang manager how to interpret itong mga paggamit ng mga data na na-generate ito. And then, number 7, we have here maintaining relation with various society segments. So, as a manager, this goes beyond customers. Hindi lang customers yung pwede nyong magkaroon ng relation in terms of business relations. This also includes the government regulators, the local communities, yung mga financial institutions, and even the environmental groups. So, as a manager, you have to ensure that the practices in your farm or in your agribusiness is sustainable. And, syempre, dapat it is publicly perceived as responsible. Okay, now, ito na yung sinasabi kong 5 function of management. So, ito yung pinaka-crucial. It is basically the 5 functions of management are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So, di ba sabi natin, management is a strategic process. So, makikita natin yung interrelatedness of these 5 functions dito sa slide ito. So, ano ba napapansin natin? The first one is that it is a cycle. Pabilog siya or ano siya, pasunod-sunod siya. Hindi siya list, but these are functions that are constantly feeding each other. Kasi this is the best illustration of how to see the interconnectedness of these different functions. Kasi makikita natin dito that with these functions, na-ensure talaga yung pag-adopt and pag-improve ng agribusiness over time. So we start first with the planning function. So as the slides say, this is the ongoing process of developing the business mission and objectives and determining how they will be accomplished. So sa agribusiness, planning means deciding what to produce, how much to produce, and when to sell. So kapag wala kang solid plan, para ka lang na nakikipag-gamble dyan sa nature. So that is what planning is all about. Next, we have organizing. Ito naman is the process of accumulating resources from different sources in order to work according to plans. So, in agribusiness, ibig sabihin lang nito is the land, the machineries, and yung financing ay nasa-secure natin as well as yung mga inputs, and we arrange them efficiently para sa production. So, kumbaga, para siyang nagke-create tayo ng structure para ma-execute natin yung plano na ginawa natin sa planning stage. So, after naman natin ma-organize yung mga resources, next naman dyan is the staffing. So, this refers to the continuous, This refers to the continuous process of finding, selecting, evaluating, and developing a working relationship with current or with future employees. So, this is especially critical to sa agriculture. Bakit? Because yung farm and yung processing labor natin sa agriculture is seasonal, specialized din siya. Kunwari, mga yung expertise natin, it's specialized. And minsan, itong mga labor in agriculture is hard to find. So, kailangan ang manager dapat nag-excel talaga siya sa recruitment, sa pag-train ng mga pag-train ng mga staff. Ayan. And then the next one we have here, directing. So, directing, sometimes sinatawag din tong leading. Ayan. So, sabi dito, it is a continuous managerial process of instructing, guiding, inspiring, counseling, overseeing, and leading people towards the accomplishment of organizational goals. So, in agribusiness, ito yung manager on the ground na nag-e-ensure na yung equipment operators nagfa-follow sila sa safety protocols, yung mga nagko-communicate sila ng mga changes pagdating sa, let's say, irrigation schedule, nagre-resolve din yung managers ng mga conflicts among yung mga staff niya. So this is the human side of making the plan happen. We also have here the last function, which is controlling. So finally, we close the cycle with controlling. So when we say controlling, this is a systematic function of checking actual performance against the standards or plans with a view to ensure adequate process. So in agribusiness, this means comparing your actual yield to your planned yield. Ibig sabihin, tinitignan mo na kung ano yung resulta mo versus dun sa plinano mo. So, kino-compare mo na yung nagamit mong gastos sa fertilizer compare dun sa budget nyo nung nasa planning kayo. Chine-check mo na yung quality ng harvested products mo against dun sa standards ng industry. So, kapag na-off track na yung iyong business, itong controlling, ito yung function na gumagawa ng mga corrective action. So, yung mga observations dito under this function is now being fed back to planning. Kaya may arrow pa tayo dyan papunta kay planning because the observations here are being fed back to the planning function. And then, the cycle begins again. Kaya paikot itong 5 functions of management. So, ang key takeaway natin dito is the interconnectedness nito. Ibig sabihin, kapag poor daw yung plano mo, pag poor yung plano mo sa inyong agribusiness, it may be disorganized. Pwede maging disorganized ang operation, pwedeng poor din ang staffing mo, and because poor ang staffing na ginawa mo, poor ang hire mo and all, walang makakapag-direct masyado ng mga work. And if you don't use controlling measures, baka hindi ka na kumita sa mga susunod na cycle ng inyong business. Ayan. So, that is the 5 core functions of management. Okay, so punta naman tayo dito sa the key functions of management in agribusiness. So, di ba kanina we already discussed the different functions of a manager, or we looked at the different special skill sets kung saan I mean inaral na natin yung 4 functions of management or the POSDC. So planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So yun yung sequentially na ginagawa ng isang manager. Now, punta naman tayo sa key functional areas or the special skill set where managers spend their time. So every successful agribusiness kailangan mag-excel dito sa apat na functional areas na to. So first one is marketing management. So marketing management is focused on the flow of products from the producers to the final consumer. So this includes the physical movement. So yung logistics. Ano pa? This also includes the economic activities. Kunwari, yung pag-price natin, yung pag-presyo natin ng ating produkto, pag-promote natin ng ating produkto. Ayan. So this is where, so dito papasok yung answer nyo sa sa tanong na, who is your target customer? Para kanino ka ba nagbebenta? Paano ba natin iba-brand yung commodity natin? Ano ba yung magiging presyuhan natin para maging competitive tayo sa market? So, unlike many industries, eto sa agribusiness marketing, kailangan natin, kailangan natin i-consider yung mga agricultural commodities natin na madaling masira or perishable. Ano pa? They are bulk in nature, ibig sabihin malalaki silang mga products, di ba? So, di ba ang mga, ang tawag dito, ang mga agricultural commodities natin, let's say yung pakwan, malalaki siya. So, bulk in nature siya. And, sabi natin kanina, madaling masira or perishable. So, yung mga factors na yun, kailangan natin isaalang-alang yun sa paggawa natin ng mga pricing decisions. Siyempre, magpepresyo ka ba dyan ng, di ba yung presyo natin, sometimes, nakadepende din yan sa size, sa dami, or what, gano'n. And also, pati sa decision natin when it comes to distributing our products. Ibig sabihin, syempre, pag malaki yung size, maraming storage areas ang gagamitin natin. Ano pa ba? Pag malaking size, pwedeng magastos din to kasi maraming ang storage area yung gagamitin natin. And then, we also have the financial management. So, financial management involves procuring the necessary data and using financial tools para mas maging effective yung decision ng isang manager. So, basically, this is about managing yung assets, pag-manage ng assets ng isang business, pag-manage ng mga utang ng isang business or the liabilities, and pag-manage ng mga investment ng owner. So, managers, they deal with different financial challenges. Minsan, kunwari, ano ba yung mga challenges ng financial management, financial challenges ng isang manager? First one is the high capital cost. Diba? In agribusiness, madami tayong inaayos, madami tayong mini-maintain, madami tayong iniiwasan na mangyari. So, tendency, most of the time, mataas yung capital na ginagamit natin, yung gastos natin, yung capital cost natin is very high. Sometimes, naglo-loan tayo ng lupa, naglo-loan tayo or nagre-rent tayo ng mga machineries. So, yun yung mga problems na tinitignan or dapat i-consider ng isang manager when it comes to, ayan. So, there will be an effective financial management. Ano ba yung mga financial challenges? Yung seasonal cash flow. Kasi 'di ba, some of the agricultural products are seasonal in nature. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng may mga months na mataas ang kita, may mga months naman na konti ang kita. So, ikaw as a manager, kailangan magaling ka how to use the capital na meron kayo or kung paano patakbuhin or paiikutin yung pera nyo. Okay. And then we also have your supply chain management. So as a manager, dapat gamay na ng isang manager ang supply chain management. So ito naman, naka-focus to sa, ano ba? Sabi dito, it focuses on deriving low costs and pushing quality to efficiently meeting consumers' demand. Ayan. So, naka-focus siya sa sa tamang pag-produce ng product at the right place and at the right time. So, it's all about the art of getting the right product to the right place and at the right time. So, importante itong supply chain management kasi vital siya because, di ba, ang agribusiness, it is all about managing the supply of inputs. Pag-manage ng supply ng inputs hanggang makarating sa farm. Pwede din tong pag-manage ng process from the farm to the processors, to the distributors, to the retailers, ayan. So, dito yun papasok lahat sa supply chain management. And then we also have here the human resource management. So, this encompasses managing two areas such as the mechanics of personnel administration and the finer points of motivating people to offer and contribute their maximum potential. Ayan. So, this is especially tough to labor shortages and yung seasonal nature ng work. So, as a manager, dapat skilled yung manager natin sa pag-comply sa mga labor law, sa pag-train ng mga workers, especially kapag mga dangerous farm machineries ang ginagamit. Ayan. So, dapat gamay ng isang manager itong different key functions of management. So, pag naging agribusiness manager kayo, hindi lang kayo magiging farmer or a business person. Kailangan holistic manager kayo. Ibig sabihin, kailangan nababalance nyo ang itong 4 functional areas para ma-achieve nyo yung overall business goal nyo. So, yung success nyo, magdedepende yun sa ability nyo ng pag-handle or pag-manage nitong key functions na ito. Okay. Let's be more specific to the role of the agribusiness manager. So, 'di ba, alam naman natin that in general, yung universal definition ng manager is, sabi dito, creating an environment wherein groups of people can work effectively and efficiently for the achievement of organizational objectives. So, that is true for a manager at a bank, sa factory, or sa tech startup. But, if yun yung general rule, then, ang importanteng question sa atin is the one at the bottom of this slide. But what exactly are the distinct role of agribusiness manager and what makes them different from their counterparts in other sector? So, titignan natin yan. The first one is the nature of business. Ayan. So, what makes managing an agribusiness different? Bakit daw kakaiba or different ang pag-manage ng isang agribusiness? Ang sagot dyan is because of the nature of business itself. Ayan. So, syempre, ano ba ang nature ng agribusiness? Sabi dito, yung mga farming businesses, nakarely sila heavily on its raw materials that is exposed to inherent risks. So, agribusiness, hindi lang siya factory. It is not a factory actually. So, unlike yung mga typical na manufacturing plant, yung raw material production, which is nandun sa farm, is not entirely controllable. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin makontrol yung supply or let's say, yung production ng mga raw material natin sa farm. So, ano ba? Sabi dito, factors like planting season, natural calamities, peace and order, pest infestation can greatly affect the industry's volume of production. So, hindi naman natin makokontrol yung natural calamities. Pwede ba natin sabihan yung bagyo na wag mo na ngayon kasi mag-harvest kami bukas? Walang ganun. So, ito yung isang role ng agribusiness manager that is different to the manager or role of managers in other industries. Kasi tayo, we have to deal with these factors na mahirap i-control. We have to deal with the planting season. Kahit gusto natin na mag-harvest na ngayon, hindi pwede kasi there is the right time para mag-harvest. We also need to consider the natural calamities na bigla-bigla na lang. Minsan, di ba, may bagyo na, ay kakabagyo lang, tas may bagyo na naman. Also, the peace and order, the pest infestation. For example, yung mga nag-aalaga ng baboy, bigla na lang may ASF. And, syempre, they need to comply with the LGU, yung mga mandates ng LGU when it comes to those types of diseases. So, yun yung isang nature ng agribusiness that is mahirap or different from the other sectors. We also have here the nature of products manufactured and sold. So remember that most of the agricultural products are staples that people buy in a wide range of retail stores, such as grocery stores and wet markets. Staple products satisfies our basic needs and does not change much over time. So their stability encourages competition. Ayan. So, 'di ba? Ang mga agricultural products is talaga naman kino-consume natin day-to-day basis. So, everyday kumakain tayo ng agricultural products, whether it be from the grocery stores, from the wet markets, and dahil nga necessity to, kailangan natin to. Yung stability na na-provide nito is nag-e-encourage ng competition. Ibig sabihin, dahil nga necessity ang mga agricultural products, marami ang naeenganyong magtinda nito. Therefore, it encourages competition na pwedeng mag-result to low profit margin. So, isa tong problema na dapat alam na i-handle ng isang manager. They have to predict or they have to consider that their profit may be low because of competition. Dahil napakarami ng gustong magtinda din ng mga agricultural products, pwedeng affected yung business mo. So, agribusiness role to this is to achieve better inventory management and to eliminate unnecessary tasks and procedures across the participants in the commodity system. Okay, another role of the agribusiness manager is vertical coordination or information. So, ito yung essence naman of a modern supply chain management. The challenge here is many players. So, yung agribusiness system daw natin is very massive and it has many or huge number of players. Diba? Merong mga seed companies, merong mga farmers, merong mga traders, merong mga processors, merong mga wholesalers, merong mga retailers. Napakaraming players meron sa agribusiness system. Unlike yung mga simple lang na mga industry like for example, yung mga computer shop lang, ganun-ganun. So, itong food supply chain, it is a long relay race with many handoffs. So, napakahaba ng ano natin to. So, ang goal natin dito is maging synchronous. So, because there are so many players, kailangan effective yung coordination between those players. When we say vertical coordination, it means that na-ensure natin na everything is aligned along the entire chain. From the farm hanggang makarating sa store ang mga product natin. So, yung goal ng manager is to ensure the volume, the quality, and the time of a product movement are all in synchrony. Ibig sabihin, nasa tamang oras dumating, let's say, nasa tamang oras dumating yung product sa isang lugar, para maganda pa rin yung quality, nasa tamang storage area nakalagay and all. So, kailangan yun para ma-maintain yung synchrony dun sa supply chain natin. Ayan. Ibig sabihin, the farm must produce the exact amount the processors need. And the processors must provide the exact amount the retailers ordered. So, dapat walang waste, walang shortage. Ayan. In terms of quality naman, yung farm natin, they must meet the specific quality standards na in demand sa consumers. Ibig sabihin, dapat tama yung color, dapat tama yung size, dapat tama yung, pagiging aesthetic or whatsoever. Ganun. And the time. So, the product dahil nga perishable ang mga agricultural commodities natin, it must move quickly through the chain. Ibig sabihin, dapat mabilis siyang matransport sa chain. Di ba? Meron tayong nakikita ng mga trucks, mga nakalagay dun, do not delay. Pag ganun, because yung mga kinakarga nila doon ay maybe agricultural products na madaling masira. So, dapat hindi sila madelay. Ayan. So, yung manager, syempre gumagawa siya ng mga information technology para talagang mapag-connect niya yung mga players sa supply chain. Okay. Now, the last one is globalization. Also, ito yung final point natin sa distinct role ng isang agribusiness. So, ito is forward-looking na. So, yung challenge ng isang manager is hindi lang local, hindi lang national. It is global. So, ibig sabihin, yung competition ng mga agribusinesses is globally na. So, dahil nga meron tayo ng globalization, especially sa mga Asian agribusiness firms, kailangan ma-overcome yung competition na yun from globally sourced goods, and more importantly, ma-take advantage natin yung opportunities beyond the region. So, therefore, yung isang agribusiness manager, kailangan talagang forward-thinking siya. So, he or she must work to improve linkages from other firms. Also, current economic structure requires him to outward-looking and responsive to the developments in the global area. So, yung threat natin dito, in terms of globalization, ang threat natin, pwedeng cheap na mga imports of rice, sugar, and meat galing sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo. Kunwari, pag cheap yung kanilang presyo, kunwari cheap yung price sa Vietnam, pwedeng maapektuhan yung local production natin, di ba? Dahil cheap pala or mura yung price ng rice sa ibang bansa, pwedeng mag-import na lang tayo. Kawawa naman yung mga local production natin. So, matithreaten yung survival ng domestic natin na mga firms, mga farms natin dito. So, that is a threat. Pero, we also have an opportunity naman kapag given globalization, there's also an opportunity. So, kapag meron tayong mga unique products here in the Philippines, or like mga unique tropical fruits, yung mga banana natin, yung mga high quality na coffee, or high quality abaca, pwede naman natin yung ma-export sa ibang bansa with a premium prices. Ibig sabihin, matataas na presyo dun sa market world. Okay. So, as a manager, dapat talaga outward-looking siya. Dapat responsive siya sa mga development sa global arena natin. So, managers, they must actively work to improve the linkages internationally. Ibig sabihin, dapat marunong sila mag-source ng best na seeds, best machineries globally. Pwede sila mag-partner with international retailers, international distributors, and kailangan, alam nila yung mga trade agreements, kung paano mag-export, paano mag-import, and so on. So, yun yung distinct role ng isang agribusiness manager. They must be aware of globalization and how to conquer itong globalization para hindi ma-behind yung mga businesses natin dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, so that ends the midterm period of our course Introduction to Agribusiness.